Hello children, welcome back to EDUHUNT classes where you can excel your academics. So in this particular video, we are going to learn about methods for the preparations of acids. Once again, what's the heading children? Methods for the preparations of acids. Here we go with the starting heading. Methods for the preparation of acids. Methods for the preparation of acids. Okay, so how many methods are there to prepare such acids? Okay, there are 4 main methods for the preparations of acids. Okay, how many children? 4. Namely, first one is by direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals, and second one by dissolving non-metallic oxides in water. Third one, by heating salts of more volatile acid with a less volatile acid. And the fourth, last one is by oxidation of nonmetals with oxyacids. Okay, I'll write one by one for you. Here we go. First one, by direct synthesis. By direct synthesis of hydrogen. What children? Hydrogen with non-metals. With what children? Non-metals. Okay. Now, second one. What's the second method children? Yes, by dissolving non-metallic oxides in water. This is the second method for the preparations of acid. Now, third one is by heating, what children? By heating salts of more volatile acid with less volatile acid. Okay. Yes. Now, fourth one. The last one is by oxidation of non-metals. Okay. With oxyacids. With what children? With oxyacids. These 4 are the main methods. Okay. The only main methods for the preparations of acid. Okay, one by one. Namely, what's the first one children? The first one is by direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals. This is the first method. Okay, now second one, by dissolving non-metallic oxides. Which one? Non-metallic oxides in water. In what children? In water. Okay, now what is the third one? By heating salts of more volatile acid with less volatile acid. Okay, salts of more volatile acid with less volatile acid. By what process? By heating. Okay, now fourth one, by oxidation of non-metals. By oxidation of non-metals with oxyacids. So these are the 4 main methods for the preparations of acid. So we'll learn one by one clearly what is the process going on and how the acids are being prepared by these 4 methods. Okay, this is the heading for the class today. Ready now? Yes. So we'll note the first one children. What's the first one? What's the first heading? Yes, by direct synthesis of hydrogen with what children? With non-metals. Very good, with non-metals. So here we go. How the reaction goes, I'll let you know. Okay. So first, let's write the reaction in a reaction, like in a stepwise formulas. Okay. Now, what we have taken? We have taken hydrogen, right? Yeah, hydrogen. And then for that, we are taking non-metals. Okay. When hydrogen and non-metal, they both reacted to give what children? To give acid directly. This is direct synthesis of acid. Okay. Direct synthesis of acid by what, children? By synthesis of both hydrogen and with non-metals. Okay. So hydrogen plus non-metal gives rise to acid. Simple. First, what is the first method? By direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals to obtain what? Acid. Clear. Now, I'll write some examples for you. Hydrogen, no? What's okay? First example is we'll take hydrogen gas, H2, and to this, let me add non-metal of chlorine gas. Okay, Cl2 is chlorine gas. It gives HCl, which is a liquid. To balance, I'm writing 2 over there. Okay, hydrogen gas and Cl2, which means chlorine gas, they both react. They both go that synthesis to produce a acid. What is that acid? Hydrochloric acid with 2 molecules. Okay, children? You want the names for that? Shall I write for you? Okay, I'll write it down. Okay. This is hydrogen gas. Okay. Hydrogen gas. This is chlorine gas. And this is hydrochloric acid. This is a liquid condition. L means liquid in state. Okay. We can write this as or hydrogen chloride. Hydrogen chloride. Okay. See, when H2 and Cl2 react, they give 2 molecules of HCl. That's the first example for you in the method preparations of acid with the first method. What is that? By direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals. Okay. Similar examples for you. One more example I want to give you. You know, bromine. When I write like this, H2 plus Br2, you know what it happens? Yes, very good. 2HBr. 2HBr. Okay. Shall I write for you again here? The names? Yeah, okay. Clear. Hydrogen in gaseous state. Now, here. Bromine in gaseous state gives rise to hydrobromic acid in liquid state. Okay. Small l means liquid state. Clear now? Examples: H2 plus Cl2, 2HCl. H2 plus Br2, 2HBr. Some more examples for you. Okay. One more example. Third example. This is again hydrogen plus, let's take iron vapors. It gives rise to 2HI. Okay, what's the name? H2 means? Yes, come on, write down. Hydrogen, iodine vapors. Okay, this is gaseous state and this is, iodine vapors in gaseous state. And this undergoes to give hydrogen iodic or else hydroiodic acid. Once again, wait. Hydrogen iodide or hydroiodic acid we can write. Hydroiodic acid. Clear, no? Okay. Children, one small correction. Here it is bromine, no? It is liquid in state, okay? Just a second. Yeah. Bromine, it is liquid in state. Yes. Sorry for that, okay? So, hydrogen and bromine, H2 plus Br2 gives rise to 2HBr. Fine? Yes. Now, hydrogen plus iodine vapors gives rise to hydroiodic acid. Similar to this only, no? Hydrobromic acid, hydrochloric acid. Similarly with that with hydroiodic acid. One more example, last example for you. Fourth example is when I intake hydrogen plus sulfur. What does S means? Sulfur element, where it gives rise to H2S. Direct synthesis of hydrogen and sulfur to give H2S acid. Okay. Now, what's the name of H2? Yes, hydrogen. S means sulfur metal. Sulfur is metal or non-metal? Sulfur. Sulfur is metal or non-metal? Non-metal? Metal? Clear? Which one? Metal or non-metal? Tell me. Is sulfur a metal or non-metal? Non-metal? Very good. Okay. Now, it is hydrogen sulfide. H2S means what, children? Hydrogen. Come on, do it. Hydrogen sulfide. Or else, not only one, it has other name also. It is having the name hydrosulfuric acid. What is other name, children? Repeat after me. Hydrosulfuric acid. H2S means it can be called as hydrogen sulfide or hydrosulfuric acid. Clear, children? Okay. These four are the examples for the first method, that is by direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals. You know how these are directly synthesized? These are directly synthesized in the first example. H2 plus Cl2 is there, no? It is synthesized directly with the help of sunlight. And H2 plus Br2 gives it to HBr, no? This is by electric discharge. Okay? Now, next one. Third example. H2 plus I2. Same. Electric discharge only. Electric discharge. Okay? And fourth one is then H2 plus S, sulfur. Hydrogen plus sulfur. Gives rise to H2S. Now, this is by boiling. This is by boiling process. Okay? This is by, we can write it here. In the presence of boiling. Okay? Fine. These four are the examples for the first method. What is that? By direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metals. Okay? Clear? Now, hydrogen H2, and H2. Okay, now, non-metals such as chlorine gas, bromine, iodine and sulfur. These four are the taken examples for non-metals. And the following acids are HCl, HBr, HI and H2S. Clear, children? By this, we prepare the acids by direct synthesis of hydrogen with a non-metal. Here, a point to be noted, children. I want to give a note point over here for you. Okay, note point. You know what are hydro acids? Do you remember the concept? What are hydro acids? Yes, the acids containing hydrogen and one non-metal are called as very good. What are they? Hydracids are called as hydracids, or also called as very good. Binary acids are also called as binary acids. So this you learned in the concept of acids. Yes. So here we have the clear mentioning of the particular synthesis. What is acid here? HCl, hydrogen and one non-metal. Here HBr, hydrogen and one non-metal. Okay. And here hydrogen and one non-metal. Here also hydrogen and one non-metal. So these such acids which contain hydrogen and one non-metal, hydrogen and one non-metal are called as what acids? Are called as hydracids or binary acids. Bi means two, no? Bi means two. One is H, another will be non-metal. NM means non-metal. Okay, clear, no? So the acids which are formed by direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metal gives rise to all such hydracids or binary acids. Clear, children? This is the note point for you. Clear, no? This is the first method by direct synthesis of hydrogen with non-metal. Very good. Now, next one. What is the next synthesis? Second one. First one completed, no? This is the first one. Okay. Now, second method. What's the second method? Yes. Second method. By dissolving, very good. By dissolving, very good. By dissolving non-metallic oxides in where? In water. Reaction goes like this. When non-metallic oxide Non-metallic oxide reacting with what? Very good. Water gives rise to acid directly. Very good. Now, we'll move to the example section. Example number 1. Examples. Okay, let it here also for you. Just a second. Okay, examples. Okay. So, here we go with examples. Number 1. Let's take a non-metallic oxide such as carbon dioxide. Okay. Non-metallic. Carbon is non-metal, children. O2 is a oxygen. So, combinedly we call carbon dioxide. So, oxide, right? Now, water. Formula of water? Very good. H2O. When you intake carbon dioxide plus water, what happens? Which acid is formed? It is H2CO3. What is H2CO3? Carbonic acid. Very good. Write the names right here. Come on. Carbon dioxide plus water gives rise to what? Carbonic acid. Very good. Actually, carbonic acid is a mineral acid. It is used, in making soft drinks, such as beverages like cola and lemon lime soda, right? Yes. So, this is the first example for you. Carbon dioxide plus water molecule gives rise to carbonic acid. Very good. Now, second example. One more example. Let me take nitrogen dioxide. And with water, it gives rise to, if I take 2 molecules of NO2, I get 2. I get 2 products. Okay, namely HNO2 and HNO3. Did you remember the names, children? HNO2, HNO3? Oh, no. Do you forget? What is NO2? Nitrogen dioxide. Very good. Nitrogen dioxide. And here H2O. Water molecule. Very good. HNO2. It is nitrous acid. Okay. What is HNO3? It is nitric acid. What is HNO3? It is nitric acid. So, this is the second example for the dissolving non-metallic oxides in water to give rise to acids. Okay. Now, third example for you. Third example. Let's take sulfur dioxide plus water molecule gives rise to what? It gives rise to sulfurous acid. What is that, children? Sulfurous acid. One more. Fourth one. Sulfur trioxide plus water gives rise to sulfur. This is sulfurous acid. No, this is sulfuric acid. Very good. Now, I'll add the names. Okay. This is sulfur dioxide. This is water molecule gives rise to which acid? Sulfurous acid. Okay, children. Clear? No? Did you understand? Okay, good. Now, SO3 means, here SO2. S means sulfur. O2 means dioxide. Now, what is sulfur? S means sulfur. Okay. Then what about O3? Here O2 is there, no? The third example, O2 means 2, dioxide. Here 3 means, very good, trioxide. It is trioxide. In the presence of, reacting with water to give which acid, children? Sulfuric acid this time. Sulfuric acid. Clear enough? Very good. Now, let me give you one last example. Okay. Last example is P2O5. You know what is mean by P2O5? What is the name for P2O5, you know? Oh. Clear. What is P2O5? You don't know? Find out. You have to find out, children, what is P? P means? P means which metal? Element P. Phosphorus. Very good. Phosphorus. O5. What is O5? 5 means penta. O oxide. Okay, pentoxide. What is that? Pentoxide. You can write diphosphorus also because it is P2, no, diphosphorus pentoxide. So you can write. Okay. Now, if I take P2O5 plus what? If I take, react P2O5, phosphorus pentoxide with water molecule, what did I get, I do get H3PO4. What do I get, children? H3. Come on, read it out. H3PO4. What is H3PO4? It is phosphoric acid. Which acid? Phosphoric acid. Which acid is that? Phosphoric acid. To balance this, what do I do? 3 and 2 over there. So I'll keep to balance this. Okay, why it is only there, no? I'll write here 3 and here 2. Yeah. Okay. Fine. Okay. P2O5 plus 3H2O gives rise to 2H3PO4. This is example for, the second one was that by dissolving non-metallic oxides in water. Non-metallic oxide, water gives rise to acid. Okay. Example number 1, CO2, H2O, H2CO3. Carbon dioxide, water, carbonic acid. Now, second one, nitrogen dioxide, water gives rise to both acids, nitrous acid as well as nitric acid. Okay. Here, 2NO2 gives rise to 2NO2 plus H2 gives rise to HNO2 plus HNO3. Okay. Now, what's the third example, children? Here we go. Sulfur dioxide plus water gives rise to sulfurous acid. Now, fourth one. Sulfur trioxide plus water gives rise to sulfuric acid. Clear? Now, phosphorus pentoxide, or also called as diphosphorus pentoxide plus water, 3 molecules of water gives rise to phosphoric acid. 2 molecules of phosphoric acid. This is all about the examples of the second method. What is that? By dissolving non-metallic oxides in water. Clear now? This is all about the second method. Now, remaining 2 are there. Let's see what is that also. Before that, let me tell you a note point here, children. Note point. Yes, note point. Okay. The acids which contain hydrogen, oxygen, and 1 non-metal. Okay. Inclusion of 3. What's the 3? Hydrogen, oxygen and 1 non-metal are called as what acids? Are called as oxyacids, are also called as ternary acids. What is that? Ternary acids. Okay. So, once again, those acids which contain hydrogen, oxygen and 1 non-metal are called as which acids, children? Oxyacids are also called as ternary acids. So, in the second example, second method, we have these, no? We have these acids, no? H2CO3, HNO2, HNO3 and also H2SO3, H2SO4 and H3PO4. All these are examples of which acids? Oxyacids, also called as ternary acids. Why, children? Because they contain hydrogen, oxygen and 1 non-metal. They contain hydrogen, oxygen and 1 non-metal. Hydrogen, oxygen, non-metal. And before one, hydrogen, oxygen, non-metal. Hydrogen, oxygen, non-metal. Okay. It may contain 1 or 2 or many, but it should contain all the 3. It should contain at least 1 hydrogen, at least 1 oxygen and at least 1 non-metal. Okay. So, we have now here all these 3. We have 1 non-metal over here, 1 non-metal, 1 non-metal. Okay. 1 non-metal, 1 non-metal and 1 non-metal. So, all these 3 which contain 3 in them are called as which acids? Oxyacids are also called as ternary acids. Clear, children? Very good. Now, we'll move to next one. What's the next method? Our next method, third method is by heating. Third method, yes. By heating salts of more volatile acid with Come on, with less volatile acid. Children, what is the meaning of volatile? It easily evaporates, children. Volatile means easily. I'll let the meaning for you here. Volatile means easily evaporates. Easily evaporates. అంటే తొందరగా అది ఆవిరైపోద్ది అనమాట volatile acid. Okay? Volatile అంటే meaning అది. Okay? Now, so here we'll write the equation for you. So, salt of more volatile acid plus less volatile acid gives rise to what? It gives rise to salt plus more volatile acid. Salt plus more volatile acid. Look carefully. When salt of more volatile acid reacts with less volatile acid, what it is formed? The products are salt and more volatile acid. So, salt is separated from that of volatile acid. More volatile acid. How it's separated, children? By adding less volatile acid to that particular solution. Okay. So, salt is separated. More volatile is also separated. Okay. Now, clear? Now, we'll go to the examples, children, one by one. Examples. We have two examples here. Okay. We have two examples. I'll just make sure it is somewhat small. Yeah. Okay. Now, example number one is first one. Let's take salt of more volatile acid such as NaNO3. Okay, NaNO3. And to that, I'll take less volatile acid, which what? Tondaraga, ante not tondaraga, takkuva evaporate type an acid. That is concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid I mean taking. And I get salt. Which salt I get, you know? I get Na2SO4 and I also get I just want to make sure short. Shall I write it here? Okay, once again. Wait. I'll just write small for you. Okay. Once again. See. NaNO3 reacting with, this is salt of more volatile acid. Okay. And less volatile acid is concentrated sulfuric acid. It gives rise to salt. Salt, now which salt is that? It is Na2SO4. See, sodium and here and sulfate. Sodium sulfate. Oh, this is a salt form and the reacted one, other one is more volatile acid. No, that is HNO3. What is that? HNO3. To balance this, I will add reaction to Na2. No, Na2 should have 2 here. So 2 Na sufficient. And N is having, nitrogen is having 2. So I'll write 2 over here. Balanced. Clear, no? Yes. So this is the first example for you. When a salt of more volatile acid, what is this? NaNO3 is a salt of more volatile acid. Okay. Reacting with less volatile acid. What is less volatile acid here making? Concentrated. CONC means concentrated acid. Okay. CONC, concentrated sulfuric acid gives rise to, what is salt over here, children? It is a salt, Na2SO4, and gives rise to more volatile acid. What is more volatile acid over here? HNO3. Well, write the names. I'll write the names for you. Wait. This is called as sodium nitrate. What is this, children? Sodium nitrate. This is concentrated sulfuric acid. Concentrated sulfuric acid. Okay, now this is Na2SO4. Sodium sulfate. Sodium sulfate. This is nitric acid. What is this, children? Nitric acid. Okay, this is the 4 names for you. Okay. Now, one more example. Shall I give one more example to you? Yes. I'll just bit small. Yeah. Okay. Now, the example number 2. That is, this time I'll intake salt such as NaCl. Yeah, table salt, the famous one. Okay. NaCl plus same concentrated sulfuric acid. It gives rise to what? What salt, children? It gives rise to again that one only. Na2SO4 plus HCl, because HCl is a more volatile acid. Okay. To balance this, again 2 over here and 2 over here, because 2 chlorine H2 and 2 H2 is here. Okay, done. This is yes. I'll let it neatly. Okay, Na2SO4. Okay, children, now what is the name for this particular acids? Tell the names. NaCl means sodium chloride, also called as table salt. Very good. This is concentrated sulfuric acid. Same name you can write down. What is Na2SO4? Same name, sodium sulfate. Okay, and what HCl? Hydrogen chloride, or also called as hydrochloric acid. This is the second example for you. Okay, clear? No? When salt of more volatile acid reacts with less volatile acid, it gives rise to salt and more volatile acid. What's the meaning of volatile, children? Easily evaporates. Okay, easily it evaporates. Now, yes, this is all about the third method, by heating salts of more volatile acid with less volatile acid. So here I'll write down heating, no? Okay, presence of heating. This is the particular reaction and examples for you. Okay, children. Now we'll move to the next, last method. What is that last method? Tell me, what's the last method? Yes, by oxidation of non-metals with oxy acids. Okay, so what happened here? When we take oxidation, when non-metals are oxidized in the presence of oxyas, we do get a acid. Okay, examples for you. I'll write here, wait. Non-metal plus oxy acid gives rise to acid. Okay. Examples. We have 3 examples here. Examples 1, 2 and 3. Okay. Examples number 1, 2 and 3. So first example is, we take sulfur element, sulfur non-metal. Okay, we are taking non-metal or non-metal such as sulfur, and second one is phosphorus, and the third one is also phosphorus. Okay. Now for this, let me add oxy acid such as yes, HNO3. Oxy acid means what, children? I told you note point no here. What is that? Oxy acid means it contain one hydrogen, one oxygen and one non-metal. Okay. So here I'll take the example of nitric acid, and here also I'll take nitric acid, and here let me take sulfuric acid. Now what I'll get? What is the reaction? I should get one acid. No, what is that acid? Sulfur plus HNO3. What do I get? I get sulfuric acid. Here, phosphorus plus nitric acid. I get it's phosphoric acid. Now, phosphorus sulfuric acid, I also get here also same phosphoric acid. Children, only this is the product. No, we have other two also. That is water. Okay, water, and also we have here one sulfur. No, we have to, after balancing, what is the other product also form? That is here in the first process, that is called as nitrogen dioxide. That is nitrogen dioxide, NO2. Okay, and here the second process also nitrogen dioxide plus NO2. And third we have sulfur dioxide. Okay, this is the 3 examples for the following 4th method for the preparation of acid. Okay, first one, sulfur. We are taking sulfur non-metal. Here it is, phosphorus. Here also, phosphorus. Okay, now here we are taking, first example we are taking sulfur plus nitric acid to get sulfuric acid. To get sulfuric acid, water and nitrogen. We have no space here. One second, I'll lift up. Okay. Children, you know what is H2O, no? H2O is? Yeah, I'll let H2O here for you. H2O, H2O, H2O. What is this, all this? Water, okay? Common water, okay? Now, here, NO2 means nitrogen dioxide. Okay? What's the first example? When we take sulfur, non-metal sulfur, plus nitric acid, we get sulfuric acid, water molecule, also nitrogen dioxide. This is the first example. What's the second example? When we intake phosphorus plus same nitric acid, we get different product. What is this? Phosphoric acid and water molecule and also nitrogen dioxide. Okay. Now, third example, when we take phosphorus plus sulfuric acid, when we intake phosphorus plus sulfuric acid, we get phosphoric acid and water along with sulfur dioxide. What is SO2, children? Sulfur, O2, no? Dioxide. This is all about the examples of the 4th method. Okay. So, to balance this, we have to balance with, here how many hydrogens are there? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And we have N with your water molecule. Okay. Children, after balancing, we do get 6 here, 2 and 6 over here. And for this balancing, it is 5 to 5. And here it is 2 phosphorus, 5, 2, 5 and 5. Okay. This you will get in the chemical equilibrium particular lesson, how to balance a particular reaction. Okay. This is all about the examples of the 4th method. What is the 4th method? By oxidation of nonmetals with oxyacids. So, when we intake one nonmetal with one oxyacid, we do get acid. That is also particular acids. This is also an oxyacid on it. Okay. So, we get all this along with acid, we do get water molecule as well as some oxides. It may be carbon dioxide, sorry, it may be nitrogen dioxide or sulfur dioxide. Okay. This is all about the 4th method. So, finally, we completed all the 4th method. What is all the things? So, finally, we completed all the 4th metals. So, finally, we completed all the 4 methods. What are 4 methods? Namely, by, I'll show you once again. Wait. We'll revise once again. Wait. By direct synthesis of hydrogen with nonmetals, by dissolving non-metallic oxides in water, by heating salts of more volatile acid with less volatile acid. Now, by oxidation of nonmetals with oxyacid. So, these are all the slides for you with examples, methods and note points. Okay. Clear, no? Okay. This is about today's class. Okay. The 4 methods for the preparation of acids. Hope you clearly understood and thank you for the session. Thank you, children.